pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Running back goes in motion. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
On the option, powers through the defender. Dismisses another dude. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He'll toss it. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
To the air, it's Roberts. It's caught. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Now, fourth down. That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for 6. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead to 8. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Slips through the line, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the Pitt Panthers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
To the air, it's Edwards. Takes the easy one to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Sweet spin. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go in.
And he grabs it at the 15. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one possession. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, 2nd and long from the 19. Catch in the middle, it's Mumpfield. They get him down after he makes the catch. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. On the return, it's Loveland. He gets a block. Dances away again. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man, it's Roberts. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a sweep.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. They'll run the option. Fighting off the defender. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. On the option. He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines or else you draw the flag. Handoff to the lone back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
Yeah, and you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Jabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a block. It's Loveland. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads it left. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And that is the play the defense needed to turn the momentum around in this game. They needed somebody to step up and make a play. That should have been intercepted.
Now the toss. Keeps the legs moving. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They're trying to get to him. Dances away. He turns it loose to the left. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked off.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He wants to take the top off. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got to lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They run the reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Looking to the big tight end. Fires and picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Finds his big tight end.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Pitt right back to the line. The option look. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone.
Slippery run, 49.
Back to pass, it's Edwards.
24.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown.
A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. 1 win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously, this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College